In this video, I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes on a brand new dropshipping store that has done almost $6,000 in revenue over the past week. So I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys in this video and show you guys the exact profits that I've been making since day one all the way up until now. I'm going to show you a new Facebook testing structure that I've been recently using for this product. And you're also going to get an idea of my exact thought process and how I actually kill bad ads and leave the good ones running. And I'll also give a few tips on how you can optimize your product price so that you can get the best conversion rate. And it's also one of the most important things that you should do, especially when you're in the testing phase of your product. So if you're ready to learn everything in this video, just make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel, and let's get straight into the value. So let me start by refreshing my Shopify dashboard just to show you guys that everything here is legit. And you can see on September 10th is when I actually launched out this store and did our first few sales, got around $140 in sales. And then since then, we've been noticing a healthy uptrend where we're slowly increasing in sales every single day, and actually got our first 1K day just yesterday on September 19th, which is telling me that this product is looking pretty promising and something we can definitely scale up, especially as Q4 comes around. Now, of course, all of these numbers look really great, but again, I wanted to show you guys the actual realities and some of the profits you can expect to make, especially when you're just testing your product. So I'll just take you guys over to my TrueProfit dashboard, which is just a profit tracking app that I use on all of my stores. And that's because it makes it super easy to see all of my expenses and all of my profits in one central place. And it just saves me a whole lot of time. So currently I have it set up on September 10th, which was the first day that we launched the store. And you can see that we did 5 orders, did around $140 in sales, spent around $136 on ads, and spent around $74 to fulfill all of our orders, leaving us with a nice total net profit of negative $70. And I know you guys are probably wondering, like, how is that even a good thing? But one thing that you need to understand is that we're still just in the testing phase with Facebook ads. When it comes to using this platform, we're essentially handing Facebook money, hoping that they're going to deliver all of our ad creatives to the right group of people that's going to be interested in our product and go onto our website to purchase it. And that's why you're going to need to spend the money upfront to understand which ads work and which ads don't. That way, after a few days, you can just cut out all of the bad ads and only spend money towards the ads that are actually good, which is eventually going to make you profitable over the long run. So again, just know that it's completely normal to be unprofitable, especially on your first day of testing, because we're still just trying to understand what works. And also shout out to TrueProfit for helping me understand that I actually lost money on day one. If you want to be able to track your profits so that you can make proper decisions for your store, then I would strongly recommend scrolling down below and use my link to get 10% off with TrueProfit. And also don't forget to join their free Discord server. This way you can learn real advice and strategies from other TrueProfit users, which also means that these people are actually making profits with dropshipping, which are the type of people you want to be learning from. So again, this group is completely for free and you have nothing to lose by joining. So I'm also going to show you guys my exact Facebook ad structure that I've been using for this product. And basically all I did is I created one campaign and I started off with a total of 5 ad sets. I know it shows 6 here, and that's because I created a new ad set probably about 3 or 4 days into testing, and everything was set with broad targeting, meaning that I didn't put any interest on any of these ad sets, and I just let the AI algorithm find the best audience who would be interested in my ads and in my product. And what I did differently than what I normally do is that I attached one ad creative per ad set so that I can let Facebook spend that full $25 just to that one ad so that I can understand whether it's good or not. And to give a closer look on how I set up the actual ad creative, again, I just had one creative, meaning one video per ad set, but for the primary text, I gave 5 different variations for Facebook to choose from. So this way, my one ad creative can be distributed to 5 small pockets of audiences, which will allow me to test the creative a bit more effectively rather than just reaching one pocket of audience, if that makes any sense. And if you need help with writing Facebook ad copy, I do have a ChatGPT prompt that you guys can get access to in the description below. And then once you use that prompt, you can simply ask ChatGPT to create 5 more variations and then simply put all of your variations into each of these boxes. And then for the headline, I would recommend just putting an offer that you're running on your store, whether that's free shipping, 50% off, or anything like that. Just keep it simple and put some sort of offer. You don't have to think of any creative or catchy text to put in the headline. This is literally what I do with all of my ads. And for the description, I just simply put in the name of my product, and then I always put my call to action to shop now. So that's basically how I structured my campaign, and now I'm going to show you all of the results. So we can see that ad number 1 got cost per clicks of around $2, which is a little bit higher than what I normally like. Generally, what is going to tell you if your ad is really good is if you have cost per clicks of under $1. But again, this is just day one, and you don't really have to worry too much about this metric as long as that ad set is getting purchases. Or let's say if it didn't get any purchases, but you see that it actually got some add to carts or some checkouts, that is telling you that there's actually interest in your your product. So regardless of the cost per click that you're getting, if you're at least able to see some purchases or some add to carts, then I would recommend letting that ad set run for another day. And we can see that this ad did really well. It got us cost per clicks of under $1, which is what I really like to look for. It got us 3 purchases with a really healthy ROAS of 3.23. And again, if we look at all the other metrics here, the CPMs were looking good. We had a good amount of add to carts and checkouts. And then same with ad number 4, it got cost per clicks of $1. But what I like to see is the fact that we got some add to carts. This ad right here got cost per clicks of $1.70. It didn't get me any add to carts, but because the cost per click was still under $2, I still decided to let it run the next day, hoping that the results would improve. And then this ad right here, which is labeled as ad number 3, this is something that I actually turned off during the day, and I didn't even let it spend the full 25. And this is because it got us really high cost per clicks, where only 4 people clicked on the ad after $17 spent, which is definitely a really bad sign. And it just shows that this ad is just not interesting enough on the viewers on Facebook. And although it did get me 1 add to cart, if we look at the CPM here, the fact that I had a CPM of $156, this just shows me that whatever audience that Facebook tried to show this ad to was just simply not interesting enough, and it just wasn't relevant for whatever reason. So typically when I see these type of results is why I tend to turn off that ad set before I even let it spend that full 25. So that's all of the results that I got on day 1. And again, I'm just showing you guys my thought process on what I like to look out for, especially on day 1 of testing. And all I did from here is that I continued to let all of these ad sets run the next day. So if we take a look at September 11th, we can see that the results drastically improved for all of my ad creatives. So for example, ad number 5 went from $2 cost per clicks all the way down to 60 cents, which is telling me that Facebook is now finding the right audience that is interested in this specific ad creative. And again, you can notice that all of my other ads are showing a dramatic decrease in the cost per clicks. And we can see that all of these ads ended up getting me a purchase, which is a really great sign. And this is why I just continuously let all of these ad sets run. If we take a look at September 12th, again, all of these ads pretty much look good. The cost per clicks got even lower. This ad set got 3 purchases. Pretty much all of the other ads also got purchases. This is also when I launched a brand new ad set trying to test a new creative. And you can see that this one got pretty high cost per clicks, but this was just another ad that I just tried to test within this same campaign. But long story short, this specific ad I ended up turning off probably about 3 days later because it just simply wasn't giving me results. So now going back to TrueProfit, I wanted to show you guys a day-by-day breakdown of those first 3 days that I just showed you. And you can see that we were actually still not profitable despite all of those great results that we were seeing on Facebook. And this is because I went a little bit more aggressive here and I started testing on a lot of different ad platforms. So meanwhile, I was also testing campaigns on TikTok where I spent $268, and I was also testing some Snapchat ads and also Pinterest ads. And long story short, with TikTok and Snapchat ads, I basically couldn't be profitable with those platforms. So then I just decided to purely focus on Facebook and start to focus more on profitability now that I was starting to understand which ads were actually working on that platform. So because I now understood which ads were getting me results, in order to become more profitable, I then had to start testing different price points and different offers for my product just to see which would give me the best conversion rates. So if we take a look from September 14th through the 16th, this is basically when I started to try testing different prices to see which one would make the most sense for the customers. And during this time, you can see that our conversion rate was pretty bad. It was only at 1.56%. And I knew that there's something that we can do better to try to increase that more. And I'll go ahead and show you my Google Sheet, which is what we used to track all of the different results that we were getting based on different price points and different offers. And I know all of this is probably going to look really confusing to you guys, but to keep things simple, this column that you see here is our conversion rate. And I'm going to show you how that is relative to the prices that we were setting on a daily basis. So for example, within the first 5 days of testing our product, we were trying to test different offers by providing free shipping and then also trying to lower that front end price point and then charge $4.99 in shipping instead. But if you look at all of my conversion rates with those offers set, you can see that it was giving us pretty bad results. But one thing that we started to do that started to give us a better conversion rate and start to reach that industry standard of around 3% is that we provided 2 separate options for the customers so that they can get our main product, but excluding a specific item that goes with the product. So to give you an example of what I mean, let's say you're trying to buy a camera and let's say the only option that you have is to buy the camera with the lens included. That's basically what we are offering to all of our customers in the first place. And then we quickly realized that this specific item may not be something that everybody wants with our main product. So then we decided to provide 2 separate options that doesn't include that extra item and also another option that does include that extra item. So I hope that kind of makes sense. But pretty much ever since we did this, while also dropping down the price of both options and charging for shipping at checkout, is what has helped us to see a better conversion rate in just the past few days. And of course, it's still too early to tell which is going to be the best offer that's going to get us the best conversion rate, especially as Q4 comes. But I wanted to show you guys this so that you guys can get an idea idea of my exact thought process and how I go about testing different offers to try to get more results with my dropshipping store. And now if we take a look at all of our profits starting from when we launched the store up until today's date with all of those changes that we made to our offer, you can see that we are finally starting to see some profitability, and that is because we did all of the dirty work by spending the money on all of the ad platforms to figure out which of our ads work, and also testing a lot of different price points and offers just to get our conversion rate up, which again is now allowing us to see some profits. And now our next goal from here is to slowly scale this store up and prepare our supply chain and our inventory to ensure that we can actually scale for Q4. And shout out to Zendrop, which is making it super easy to fulfill all of our orders and get everything prepared for us to ensure that we can scale smoothly with the fastest shipping times possible. And in case you don't know what Zendrop is, it's basically a platform that you can connect to any of your Shopify stores, and with literally a click of the button, you can fulfill all of your orders with ease, and everything will be synchronized with your Shopify store. They're gonna upload all of the tracking numbers to fulfill every single one of your orders, and they're gonna give you good shipping times, good pricing, and most importantly, amazing customer support. In case any of your customers have any issues with their shipping or even their products, Zendrop will literally give you a refund in case any of those type of issues happen for you, which I think is one of the best things about this platform, especially since we've been talking a lot about profit in this video, and that if you literally have a supplier who's willing to give you a refund for any issues that your customers have with the product, that's going to help you a lot in the long run, especially with your profit margins. So if you want to give Zendrop a try, just use my link down below to get a free trial, and they'll even give you a free $200 that you can use to fulfill all of your orders. You can have access to their list of winning products that they update every single week, and something that you could potentially test for Q4. And you also have access to Zendrop Academy so that you can attend live weekly coaching calls with e-commerce experts that will help you understand how to properly run a dropshipping store and not make the same mistakes that a lot of typical beginners tend to make. So again, just use my link down below if you want to get access to all of this. So that's pretty much going to wrap up the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to continue to make more videos about this store so that I can keep you guys updated on the progress and also show you guys the behind the scenes and take you guys through my exact thought process on how I run the store, how I run the ads, and how I'm going to scale everything for Q4. And lastly, don't forget to join my free Discord group as well so that you could be connected with other like-minded entrepreneurs who are also doing dropshipping. And with all that being said, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.